Hey, Val. How's it going? What's up, Carolina J? Have a couple of minutes. First time, I'm glad to have you on, Edwin. Glad to have you on. What's up, Val? You doing all right? Did you get my email? I sent you my number. Sub-Zero. Hangman Philly here. What's up, Philadelphia? I got a few minutes this afternoon. I'm actually going to go meet one of my nephews later on from Carolina, the real estate investor. I guess you'll meet him later on. Orlando in the house. What's up, Florida? All right, you guys have any questions? Ain't nothing up. Ain't nothing up but the heat. It's getting warm here in Houston. Appreciate the hearts. I appreciate you sharing. It's great. So what you guys been doing today? How many phone calls did you make today? How many? Let me see. Louisiana. Whoop, whoop. All right. What part of Louisiana? Doing 14,000 piece probate cause of you. Oh, cool. Awesome. All right. Make sure it's a true death. Don't send condolences and it's actually a guardianship. So, but cool. Probate is a very good list to market to. Yeah, and if they don't want to sell now, they may want to sell later. Let's see. So, and if they don't call you, just keep mailing to them. Knock on doors. Do what you got to do. Okay. What's up, Polish Redneck in the house again. Appreciate you being on. And I need to catch some of your scopes. I'll send you the HUD one. Cool. Make sure you put my name on there. And Pam, $15,000. I try do what you gotta do, Polish Redneck. That's what we're all out here doing. We're trying to make it happen. Trying to help as many people as we can. Anybody got any questions? I got grease all over my face. Anybody got any questions? Come on now, I'm giving you 5 minutes of my time. Do you wholesale? Yes, I do wholesale, David. Taking care of evictions oh man, I'm gonna tell you, doing 100 cold calls a day. Evictions is what's up. 100 cold calls a day, awesome. You must have VAs doing that. Do you call wholesale? Yes, I do. What you kind of call co-wholesale, which is basically joint venturing. Yes, I do wholesale. Let me just say this. I'm one of those people, regardless of that person's problem, I provide a solution. Got a virtual wholesale lead today, inherited property. Awesome. They need to get rid of that property. I need a wholesaling coach. Hit me up in my bio, evict your real estate fears at gmail.com. What do you use to find these properties? Which properties are we talking about? Is there a particular list you're looking at? There's high equity list. There's probate. Let me see. Eviction. I used to go to the courts, and periodically I still go to the court to get an eviction. Every area, every county and state is different. Okay, some counties have it online. All right, and some of them, I know a friend of mine in Maryland, they have this big wall with all of the cases and all that crap. So they have it that way. Another friend of mine in Jersey, you can pull up only so much information online, but you have to have, I want to say the party's name. Maybe it's some drawn out thing. But anyway, what's my boy's name? Eric Torrente with flipthisrealestatelists.com. He sells lists. But I typically try to get raw data myself, direct information, whether it's through the courts or going directly to people. What is the best direct mail list for California and from where? To be honest with you, it's not even about the list. It's about what you do with the information. Eric Torrente with flipthisrealestatelists.com is a very good resource. High equity, out-of-state owners, those are real good. They've owned it for at least 15, maybe 20 years. Should be some equity there. Probate is always good. Code violations is always good. These are people with problems. a problem property. What sales book would you recommend to get better at sales? Anything by Grant Cardone. Anything by Grant Cardone. Anything by Grant Cardone. He's very good. He has a book on cold calling. I think, of course. Evictions leads are hard to get in Philly, so I paid my lawyer to show how to do it. Okay, awesome. Yeah, there is a Philly wholesale chick, Iman. She's in Philly, and I think they have a pain in the behind way of doing evictions. Do you use a yellow letter or postcard? I use a combination of both. And my postcard is a postcard with my dog on it. I get a few calls on it. Haven't bought any properties from it. I haven't used it maybe a couple of times, though. I've been inconsistent with it. But she needs to go to work. She needs a job. A real job. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. We all are awesome, Mr. Werther. We're all awesome. Every last one of us are awesome people. We're all awesome. Can I borrow yours? Can you borrow my what? You got a VA? I have a VA that scrubs a list but can't speak halfway speak English. What's your favorite thing about real estate? Oh my God, everything. I don't know. I love talking to people. I actually love it. Just obvious. I'm talking to you guys. I love talking to people. I love finding out the problem. I love listening to the customer. Letters and postcards. Letters and postcards, I forgot what the other part of it was. But I love talking to people. I love trying to listen to their story and them tell me what the problem is, and I make a diagnosis, which is a solution. How did I start? I started out being a landlord. I was a full-time real estate investor. Repeat the question about the car. I was a full-time pharmacist, and I bought a rental property. I didn't know anything about wholesale. I had no clue as to what that was. I picked up 2 properties side by side, $5,000 a piece. 2 weeks later, one of my brother's friends offered me $20,000 for one of the properties, but I kept it because I didn't know any better. I could have made $15,000 for doing nothing, but you only know what you know. Next question. I appreciate you sharing. I appreciate you hardening it up for me. Is pharmacy a stressful career? Absolutely. Can you borrow my postcard? Yeah, send me an email. Yeah, it can be very stressful. However, I work 2 days a month. I used to be a pharmacy manager for 2 big companies. I don't like politics. I don't have time for big company foolery. I want to do my own thing. So it can be very stressful. When you're dealing with people's lives, it can be very stressful. No problem. Send email to where? In my bio, evictyourrealestatefears@gmail.com. Do you ever hire a mentor? Do you suggest one? Yes, I have several mentors, depending upon what you do. Yes, I recommend a mentor, but you need to get your mind right before you go out hiring a mentor. Don't assume a mentor is going to do everything for you. Okay, they can plant the seed. They can show you what to do. They can show you how to do it, but it's up to you to put it to action and make it happen. Next question. Are you going into any masterminds in the future? Are you going into... Yes, I will go to... I'm assuming you're talking about going to any mastermind meetings. I'm going to one next month in Vegas, and I hate flying. With Ray Mabry and Daniel Wiafi, they're putting one on. Read How Successful People Think. Great book. Okay, yeah, somebody said How Successful People Think. Thank you. I appreciate that. See, that's what I like, being interactive, everybody helping each other out. Do you attend any wholesaling events in Houston? Sometimes I should, but I don't do it on a regular basis. Don't think I'm going to make it. Oh, okay, Polish Redneck. I'm sorry to hear that. Have you read Traction? And I'm glad you asked me that question because I'm listening to it on Audible right now. And that thing there, I'm like, I have to really sit down and have a major come to Jesus meeting within myself because there's just so much when you run a business, a lot of things you don't realize. Any more questions, guys? All right. Well, if there are more, let me see. Traction is the best book I've heard. Oh, thank you for sharing. But yeah, whoever that was asking me about my postcard, shoot me an email at evictyourrealestatefears@gmail.com and I'll share my postcard with you. Traction by who? I don't even know who it's by. But it's just called Traction. I think it's a black book with green writing. Gino Wickman. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Is it Ed? Ed. Hey, what's up, Michael? Mr. Lease Option. Were you able to connect with Sean Jefferson? I think she was asking about a lease option in Atlanta. Okay, good deal, good deal. Good deal. So is that a good lease option, or is it best like to try to do an owner finance on it? We're going to do a JV. Okay, cool. So is it going to be a lease option JV, or are you going to do something else? Lisa, okay, cool. Absolutely. Awesome. You guys need to follow Michael Ball. Y'all need to follow everybody on here. All right, is there anybody in here who have not done their first deal, and if so, why? Going to hit you up this afternoon. Is that okay? Yes, I'm going to meet one of the investors from Carolina later on after the traffic dies down here in Houston. I guess that's about 7 o'clock. Me, no sellers. You don't have any sellers. You need to market, baby. Get you some buyers. Find out where they're buying and go find and market to the area where they're buying. Never done a wholesale deal. Okay. Why? Me can't get any motivated sellers. Is it that you can't get motivated sellers, or you don't know what to say when they call? Me and still studying. Hit me up. Quit studying so much. Shoot me an email. evictyourrealestatefears@gmail.com. All right, quit studying so much. Read a section, put it to action. Read a section, put it to action. Read a section, put it to action. Don't be analysis paralysis. I'm a broker, but I never heard of wholesaling housing. Yeah, back in the day, I had I'm like, what the heck are you talking about? Yeah, this is the deal. You finding motivated sellers, people who need to sell a property for various reasons. You negotiate with those people. You put the property on a contract, and you sell that contract. You can't sell a house you do not own unless you are actually you're a real estate agent and you list the property. What agency do you have with them? I don't have an agency. I'm not a realtor. Have done direct mail, but no response. You need to look at your marketing piece. People study too much, then taking action. Yeah, you got to start taking action. Yeah, I studied so much in pharmacy school. I mean, it's too much studying. It's too much. It's only so much chemistry and so many numbers. But you live and you learn. Yeah, I think a lot of times you're just afraid. You know, you have the information. You have access to the information. The information is in your face. The information is in your face. You need to take action. You already know the stuff. And you will make a mistake. You will make a mistake. Don't worry about making a mistake. A lawyer's calling me. Good thing they're clients. I hear you. What would you do to start off? What I would do to start off is start driving for dollars. Let them see. How do you deal with friends, family do not understand the power of entrepreneurship? I don't worry about them. Show them a check. Get out there and make something happen. Where do you find motivated sellers and buy? Like I said, hit Eric Torrente up with FlipsideMastermind.com. Tell him Aunt Pam sent you. I have buyers, no sellers. You need to find out where those buyers need to buy. Where do they want to buy? Okay? Find out their criteria and then go shopping. You reverse engineer it. Don't let fear hold you back. Absolutely. False evidence appearing real. All right? Information overload. FOMO. FOMO. MO. Fear of missing out. Hit up Eric for what? He sells lists. Somebody was asking about they didn't have a list of motivated sellers. So he sells different types of lists. Call violations, evictions, depending upon where you are. Do you recommend having your contracts reviewed by an attorney? Yes, I do. Have I? No. But yes, I do. What's his contact? FlipsideMastermind.com. Know many wholesalers shopping other wholesaler deals. That's a big turnout. Yeah, I don't like the shopping deals. I like, if you have a buyer, I can pay you. We can what I was gonna say. We can work something out. But I don't need you shopping my deal for me. I don't like that. I agree with you. But you can still work together. But I don't necessarily need you blasting it all over the universe. If you got somebody you can pick the phone up and call, then let's talk about it. Any more questions? I had a lot of people do that to me. Yeah. Do you think buying a list is beneficial? Either that or create your own list. Go down to the county to the county courts. I don't always do 50-50. I'm going to be honest with you. Miss Pam looks like she's 20. I am 25. Show enough. Yep, show enough. Any more questions? I mean, can you educate on wholesaling? Yes, I have a few students I'm working with now. What decides a 50-50 depends upon you and what that person agree on. Do you wholesale hood houses? Yes. When you first started, were you scared talking to people? No, because I was a pharmacist. So I talked to people every day. I worked retail. Role play with yourself. Look in the mirror and talk to yourself. Pick up the newspaper and call people online. Call people that are trying to sell their property. Call Craigslist people. Do you only work with local students? I work with anybody who's motivated to get out here and make it happen. Shoot me an email. I'll send you my application. Do you listen to podcasts? I do. Chris Bruce is a guy I love listening to. There's just so many different people out there. But Chris Bruce is a guy that I listen to. Sean Terry has some good podcasts as well. I'm motivated to make it happen. I listen to Chris Bruce. Cool. Let's get something busy. Is it Cyberg? Yeah, you got to get motivated and make it happen. Okay, you should make a podcast. You know I should. There's a whole lot of things. I got some stuff lined up y'all wouldn't believe. Thank you. I'm going to be getting coaching from soon. Excited to... Oh, yeah. Ray is a great guy. He's a great guy. Follow instructions, though. You got to follow instructions. Do you call Fizbo off Zillow, Craigslist? That I used to, I do not. But those are great ways to get free leads. Especially Zillow, if they've been on the market for a minute and haven't sold, they're real good people to contact. Like if they've been on the market 90 days, do you use Interlist or Spokeo? Yes. Zyber Search, and a friend of mine uses TLO. Any more questions? 90 days plus, yeah. And there's also, when you're scanning through there's something that says, make me an offer. And I can't remember how long those properties may have been on the market, but those are good people to contact too on Zillow. On Zillow, can I contact owners directly? Yeah. I don't see why not. They have the information out there. Because I think it'll say for sale by owner, because you can select the criteria. What are some good steakhouses in Houston? I don't know. I'm not a steak person. I don't know. Brennan's is good. Brennan's is good. It's kind of pricey, but it's good. And also A Taste of Texas. They're thebomb.com. They're good. They're off of I-10 close to Memorial City. Any more questions? All right. I guess I've answered all of your questions. Do you use a CRM? Yes, Podio and Google Drive. Any info on LLC? I do have a LLC, but you do not necessarily need a company set up before you get started. Do not get caught up in getting everything set up picture perfect before you start making money. There's nothing wrong with doing it, but I'm just saying don't get caught up in there, because all it does is influence your analysis paralysis. Did you buy Podio setup? No, I did not. Domain name is good starting off. That's how I find it. My thing is this: go out here and help people out who need to sell a house, and all that other stuff will come along later on. When I start out as a sole proprietor. What are the best lists to market to? All of them are good. I mentioned them earlier. You may want to watch the replay. evictions, code violations. I did a scope earlier today, and I gave you a list, a busload of people to contact. So look at my scope earlier today that's titled, Who is Your Customer? Look at the replay. Catch me on catchme.com. I'm now catch.me, KATCH.me, or you can watch the scope from earlier up for 24 hours. I think it's up 24 hours. Next question. I'm giving you 3 more minutes. Okay, no problem. Do you use a script for cold calling? Yes, I use a script for cold calling depending on who you're trying to cold call. Is that under AMPAM? Is what under AMPAM? If you're talking about the replay, catch.me, it's under Pam Douglas, I think. It says Pam Douglas Real Estate. I no longer drive a Benz. I had an S-Class Benz when I had it, and I had a 5 Series BMW. How many times do I mail to the listening frequency? Maybe 3 times. Maybe 4 to 6 weeks apart, and I am not good at that. Because I like the phones. Next question. You got 2 more minutes. All right, appreciate the hearts. Appreciate you guys sharing. You got 1 more minute. Is your coaching affordable? Yep, it's all affordable. Thanks for your time. Thank you for being on here. Thank you for your time. Any more questions? Thank you for the replay viewers. You're just not getting on. Thanks for info. Got all my questions answered. Perfect. How much is coaching? Shoot me an email and we'll talk about it. Tell me how you found me. When you shoot me an email, tell me how you found me. Thanks, Pam, for your time. Thank you for your time. I appreciate you being on here because you could have been doing something else. Email address is in my bio. evictyourrealestatefears@gmail.com. evictyourrealestatefears@gmail.com. It's in my bio. Thank you for sharing your time. All right, guys. I gotta go. It's 4:50. So we will talk soon. In the meantime, go out here, quit all that reading, and put some stuff to major action. Take care. Peace. How you turn this off?